Okay. So we're gonna sleep?
Yeah, let's sleep. Where did my bed go? There I am.
I think I cannot. Yeah. I don't see. Oh, okay. Wood shield. I need more wood.
Yeah.
I need more resin. I think we have resin.
Yeah, I think he's probably one of those. If you
I
need
think
some,
we have
I'll
wood
just
too.
I just toss some night right next to my bed.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of resin. So.
All right. Yeah.
Do you have any wood?
Yeah, I do. Here. They're at my feet.
I need. Okay. I need 10.
I got 8.
Where are you at?
I'm right here in my bed.
Oh, I forgot your bed's over there. Well, thank you. Stump.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I can get more wood. Tower. I can build a tower shield, wood shield, and what was the? Okay, so I can build the wood shield. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have the wood shield.
New item. So wait, I have to pull out my shield separate. I'm guessing I can pull that with like another weapon as well. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. That and I need like a real weapon though, right?
Yeah, a flint axe is actually pretty good, but spear is pretty good too because you can, throw it.
Okay. I'm sleeping.
All right.
In your dream, you sit beside a fire in a great hall surrounded by the chatter of familiar voices. Their faces blur like
Ooh la
smoke
la.
and their names slip in the... And Gwendolyn is buck naked.
Hot. All right. I'm gonna go kill some boars. Are there boars in this region, or do we have to go back to
Yeah,
where
there's
the coast
definitely
was?
boars.
Yeah, because I want to
Pretty
build
sure.
us a tanning rack so that way we can upgrade the workbench further.
Okay. I'm gonna go
And
get
kill
me
some deer because
more
we want to
deer.
really,
We
kick
want
some
to kill
ass.
all the deer to go then kill the giant deer god.
Right? Yeah. We're really, I've
just
thought
trying to
about
piss
this
'em off.
metaphor a bit, but this whole area we're in, we're basically recreating the destruction of the entire nature. Like we basically came to Eden and we're killing it. I
Nice.
mean,
That's
all the things
fucking
that
metal, dude.
it really is. Oh, boars are afraid of fire. Note to
Oh
self.
shit! It's my new band name, Burning Eden.
Ooh, that is a great brand name.
Thank you. That's like my favorite game.
Oh, band name is such a great game.
It really can be so many different things. Okay.
Oh, by the way, thank you for turning me on to that subreddit neoliberal. It's fucking hilarious. Like, it is so funny. I can't get over
Been
it.
a
It's
while since
great.
I've been on it.
It's hysterical. Their Joe Biden memes are to die for.
Well, it's kind of like the pole of neoliberalism, right? It's like you don't know what like Poe's law doesn't make any more sense. Like
Yeah, it's like, are they joking or are they not? Some of these ideas could be good, or I don't know. But it's kind of great because at least, unlike Poll, these guys still vote blue.
yeah. No, I mean, hey, dude, I'll take that over anything else. Hassan talks about this, but like blue MAGA is what he calls it, and it's real. Like,
Yeah, the far left is a little bit special these days.
I'm not even talking about the far left. I'm talking about like far neolibs, like far libs.
Far
Because, like,
libs are such a BS thing, dude. What's really driving the cultural conversation is the far left and the progressive portions of the party.
Only because the conservatives want it to be.
Well, dude, yeah, I'd much rather the center be driving the party at the very least to some degree, because I ultimately think a lot of the far left are coming from very safe districts where they can afford to be that way. I mean, the reality is we could pick up some more Joe Manchins, as annoying as they may be, if we had a bit more of a unified narrative. Because the honest reality is still, for a lot of America, socialist is still a dirty word.
Yeah, but I would say rebranding, and as well, socialist is also becoming less of a dirty word.
I mean, sure. I think the ultimate thing it tests is that the stimulus bill and this massive expansion in government spending and the role in people's lives might just by sheer virtue of it's happening change some opinions.
I do think that the inherent need right now, people will feel and kind of connect to.
Yeah.
And that's
I got a bunch of wood for us, by the way. I'm bringing it back.
Oh, nice.
I got carried away chopping.
I'm getting at another deer, but got him.
I'm putting down some wood stacks right outside. There's this nice
Okay.
little nook that we've
That'll be
created.
good because I can make more arrows later. But no, I mean, along with that though was hold on.
Yeah, no, for sure. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about what we were saying. So driving the party left. But like things like and this is, mind you, this is very much an anecdote. I'm not
Sure.
saying that this is everyone. But like when the Cuomo stuff came out, seeing like some very lib takes of like going from basically, and again alluding to a streamer that I really like, the type of lib that is literally like the type of person that would call themselves a neo-lib. You know, have you seen the like you can't be vegan and a communist or whatever, you have to be a neo-lib video?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, it's great. But I saw people saying like the same things that like they normally, like a lib would normally say that they are in support for, of like believing women or Me Too, and then like the Cuomo stuff comes out, they're like, this seems like a plant. Like, I'm like,
I mean,
oh my
I wouldn't
God.
even say this is libs. I think it's just anybody who's partisan at this point. And I think the other honest reality is there's a, at
No, I
least
know.
from what I've seen, is there's a sentiment that like rules for thee but not for rules
Sure.
for me but not for thee. Is that like the whole Al Franken thing still left a bad taste in a lot of Democratic policymakers and particularly donors' mouths. And Kirsten Gillibrand being the first to jump on him and basically throw him to the wolves is part of the reason why she didn't win a nomination.
And
so,
I agree. Like, it was a ridiculous thing to do, mind you. Like,
right, and mind you, Cuomo I think totally deserves
no,
this.
Cuomo definitely
But
does.
all on
But
me.
that's
But I
vastly
think that's
different.
probably the
Like multiple people
Yeah.
coming out saying they harassed him, compared to, I don't want to say this excuses it all, but like a comedian taking a not very funny photo years back, then apologizing for it, with the person then forgiving them.
yeah, it's a different ball game. But people
Well,
were
and
out
that's-
for blood back then. You know, it's
Well,
like
and I think a lot of people, I think we're getting there, but like a lot of people are really bad with context in these regards into these things.
yeah.
Like, I think we're finally
There's a far
getting to
difference
it.
from a Kavanaugh. There's Kavanaugh on one end, or for that matter, sorry, Weinstein on one end, and then
Yeah.
there's and then there's Al Franken on the
or
other.
Epstein,
You know,
Epstein as well. Like,
Epstein is so far off. He's off the elemental chart. You know.
right. No, I mean, that's just like a fucking crazy ass fucking rapist.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
he's like so to the extreme. He's not even the end. It's like such an outlier. It's hard to even compare against. Like it's like.
Oh wow, that knife is really effective, by the way. This is the first
Yeah,
time
no,
I
you
used
can
it.
use sneak attacks with it. It does a lot of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sneak up on deer, and at high levels you can like one-shot trolls.
Okay. Yeah, I just took out
Mhm.
a grayling pretty quick with it. But yeah, like that was barely anything, and like he was a good legislator, and
Yeah, he's a fantastic legislator. He's the reason why we had the whole Mueller report in the first place, even though that turned out to be a nothing burger.
yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing that I have with that, because I agree, and most like sane leftists would also agree with you on that. Like okay, like talking about Blue MAGA being Russiagate being one of those things, right? And it's frustrating because like there's an element of the whole Russiagate situation that is accurate. And it's not that it's like, we know that the IRA exists and we know what they're doing. And it's not, and I think the problem is, like you said, partisanship is making it so partisan, because the fact is, does Putin probably prefer Trump? Yes, but he doesn't, like, that's not what they're doing. Their tactic is just to sow division.
Right, you know, they dude, it's well known that they supported left movements and like created fake left events during like
Black
2016.
movements as well. Like,
Yeah, like it's
anything.
They're just
They
trying to
don't
make
care.
us divided.
Yeah,
Like it's not like they care.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that they can look at Trump and like, oh, this will really fuck things up, but like, it doesn't matter. They're worrying about their own efforts, and so hold on. So yeah, no, like. Oh man, these graylings are coming at me, dude.
Where? How far south are you? Oh, far north. Do you need help?
No, I'm good.
Carry a torch with you. They run away from torches.
That's right. Thanks for reminding me.
Because did you know graylings are made out of the wood?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
it looks
this
like they
gets
were
back to
wood.
the environmental narrative. They're literally the forest trying to defeat you, as
Really?
you destroy nature. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I'm not going to go on a rant about like neo-colonial narratives because I read a think piece about Valheim about that and I thought it was a bit of a stretch, but it is an interesting point to be made because we literally strip this world bare of its resources so we
I mean,
can go
that
kill
does
some
sound a
nature
little like
gods.
neo. I mean, you're maybe just colonialist, since it's not really the neo-colonialist. But
I don't even like the term colonial because honestly it's just a human expansionary concept. Colonial almost makes it a purely white thing when in reality, or not even just white, just a European modern concept, when the whole onset of humanity upon the world has had a destructive impact. I mean, I was reading
Sure.
Sapiens and Homo Deus, and just human beings coming to the North American continent, just hunter-gatherers, right, is the reason for the extinction of all the megalodons. Like, it's gone. All the megafauna, dead. Like, and those are the people who are, you know, like, hunter-gatherers are the ones who are quote-unquote, like, in tune with nature across, you know, human society. But in reality, no. Human beings still strip the world bare. We just decide what the goalpost of stripping bare
Sure.
is.
I won't disagree with that.
But
at
no,
a
you're
certain
right. Since
point,
we're
though,
playing
like,
Vikings, then yeah, it still fucking applies. But it's just something to consider. It's like there is something exploitative inherent to the human nature to destroy something to recreate something. I mean, we're literally
how
taking
dare you
dead plants.
talk about human transmutation?
Yeah, I know. It's the forbidden art.
Mhm.
No, but yeah, it is an interesting concept, particularly because think about how satisfying it is. There's a little part of your brain that likes cutting
we
down
love to
trees and
consume.
building something up. You know, we're a transmutive society, not society, excuse me, creature.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think the issue of what it comes down to now is that, and like I said, like, you know, I've said this before, like, of all people, you and I will probably be okay. But the fact is will our children or children's children or our friends' children, you know?
I mean,
And-
yeah, I go back and forth because the world looks tough, but there's a lot to be said that like I hate to be honestly the neoliberal opinion is usually that we'll innovate our way out of a problem, but
I
the
think
past
that's
200 years we have, and the honest reality is that to a certain degree, until people really start to feel pain from,
yeah, no, I agree with
you know,
that.
they're not going to do anything government-wise.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we're gonna lose cities before people really start to recognize like the issue, and then people will
At
go.
which point we have to innovate our way out. Like it's just kind of. And I'm
Right.
not saying I'm being defeatist. I'm just not, you know, being extreme about it because the reality
No, I
is
mean,
like some.
I'm a little
yeah.
black pilled on this, honestly, because the issue is like, what are like, yeah, but like, okay, well, here's my leftist perspective, right? So we'll come
Sure.
out with we'll innovate our way out, but for who?
Well,
But I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's a serious and valid concept to think about, right? Like, it's not everyone that gets the to go on the maybe literal. I think they did it in 2012, the movie or whatever, like the
Well,
literal
yeah,
life raft. You know, like
but that's, I mean, you could say that just for us living in American society where the poorest Americans still make more money, at least nominally, than most of the world. I mean, the honest reality is that gets back to like the whole lifeboat theory, which I don't know if I don't subscribe to it, but it's something to consider is that there's an inherent immorality just by living the way we do. But like, what are you gonna do? You know, like it's same thing. Like, it gets really annoying to me about like some neoliberals who are like, well, we should be exporting the vaccines right now. I'm like, well, a nation's duty is to its people first as much as it is to be altruistic. You know, it's the sense that like there's a certain cognitive dissonance of trying to be a good person but also realizing you have to care for your community first to some degree. And if that means that, like, okay, you know, if there's some seawalls or whatever you can create for your nation, it's within the nation's best interest to do so.
I partially agree. I agree that a country's first duty is to its people. I don't disagree on that, and I don't think that that we shouldn't be focusing on ourselves first in this situation. However, I do believe that it is America's responsibility to facilitate ease of access nearly globally, just because of the fact that we've made it other countries' lives harder in general, especially Latin America, but like also the Middle East and things like that. Like, you could say a duty is to our people, but I mean, it is. But I think we are also responsible of our own destruction and our own problems of our making. Now,
I
I'm
mean,
not
but
saying
the issue is that where does that end and what's within your ability to fix certain problems? Like, I'm not going to deny that we've screwed around South America far too much or whatever else, but there's only so much in a democracy that you can do realistically.
Yeah, but realistically, you can definitely export out vaccines, which
Oh,
I believe we
I think
are as
vaccine
well.
diplomacy is a fantastic idea. I'm just saying when people were mad that we weren't doing it initially, I'm like, well, let's at least
Yeah,
take care of
maybe
our
not
own
initially.
first.
I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
that's just simple triage.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah, but I do think that if and the other side of this too is also a what's the word? A not rhetoric, but branding. We present ourselves as America, world police.
Well, I don't know if we really do that anymore, actually. I think
Really?
we've really had a...
Tell me
No,
about
follow me
Syria.
here. No, follow me. Okay, the Syrian thing, I think, is a little, like, okay, come on, guys. Like, that to me is, like...
Yeah, but we're still acting in the Middle East,
Well,
are we
but
not?
we're going to be, because the honest reality is America's still the world's indispensable power, and part of the problem for a lot of our allies and others abroad is that we didn't do anything, and the world started to unravel as a result. I'm not trying to defend, or for that matter, detract against what went down in Syria, but I think
I mean,
like some
most
of the
of
memes about like
you're saying
where's our
didn't-
stimulus check, but we're doing stuff in Syria is like those are two separate issues.
I agree, those are
And-
two separate issues, and well, and from what we've seen as well, the Biden strike more or less looked like it was more or less harmful compared to most drone strikes in the past, and there was
Yeah,
reason.
and I'll still take
I
a
won't
drone
deny
strike
that.
over any troops on the ground anywhere. Usually, like it's like if Americans are having to
Yes.
commit force somewhere, I'll take the robot. Like it's not
Right,
great.
but that's also a great way to distance yourself from blood on your own hands.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
from a matter of just like keeping Americans out of war, I'm absolutely 100% agreeing with you.
Okay.
However, I also think, those drones need homes. They need to be in a great American's backyard because, first off, Second Amendment, raw, yut. I agree. Those need to be in everyone's backyard, okay? But not in Syria and not in Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm not going to argue
because
against you that Afghanistan's been an abject
well,
policy
honestly,
failure.
anything with Middle East, honestly, because
I
at this
mean,
point,
dude,
no, because
Afghanistan's called the graveyard of empires for a reason, man.
I never knew that.
Yeah, no, it goes back to Alexander.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a mountainous
The
region that's
Hellenic and
landlocked
yeah.
with a hostile population. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, good luck,
Um,
guys.
but going on that though, continually is like not even just with that, not even geographically, is it is very much a part of our own industry to cause conflict there, which causes radicalization, which causes conflict here, which causes more conflict there, which makes us buy more medical supplies from 3M. So,
God damn it.
am I wrong?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of an oversimplification of events, but
yes, I'm sorry. I'm reducing the military-industrial complex to a short analogy. General
yeah,
Patton
no,
warned
but
about it though 50 years ago, 60 years
well,
ago.
it was Eisenhower.
I'm pretty sure it was Patton.
No, Eisenhower came up with the military-industrial complex. It was in his
Okay.
farewell address.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, no, but how would I put it? Like, the bigger issue to me is America disengaging from the parts of the world that matter, like the East, like for that matter, South China Sea and really East Asia. That's where we should be focusing our efforts more.
Sure.
Like, I'm not saying we need to have Cold War Part 2, but
I mean, honestly, let's look at the real battlefield, where it actually is, the one that's not, the one that's an actual threat and just not as good of a money market for medical supplies and arms sales. And the real threat is through the internet.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like we have a very bad cybersecurity contingent in our forces, and a lot of it's due to federal regulations and low pay. Why work for the government as a cybersecurity analyst where you can't smoke weed and you make pennies on the dollar, or you could go work at Facebook and make like $250,000 a year and do whatever you want? Like,
Yeah,
it's
true.
a no-brainer as to why we're not winning that fight. Like, duh. I mean, it's our federal agencies are hollowed out of good talent. We lost a lot of good talent because of the Trump administration, because a lot left due to disgust and lack of opportunity, but also just young people. Like, what's the point? Like I mean, I was reading an article that like the FBI primarily recruits from Mormons these days.
Yeah,
like,
that's a big thing. PI and
I'm
CIA.
like, I personally don't feel comfortable having any particular religion be the predominant law enforcement agency, because that just gives me the willies. But also, you're basically grabbing like the whole idea of having critical thinkers or people from different backgrounds, or for that matter, just people who might go, let's take a look into this, or have a different anything would be kind of nice. Not to say that, like, good news, the people they do attract are still highly educated or whatever else, but they come from a very particular point of view, you might say. Though the good news is they do speak
but
second
that's
languages.
the thing is they both like suits. What can I say? Name tags.
Yeah, because nothing quite like hierarchy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Nothing against Joseph Smith here, except a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot to say about that cult, but
Hey, I'm just happy I don't have to deal with it on a daily basis.
yeah. No, I've had.
Oh,
friends
dude,
that
have you
were-
seen South Park lately? Speaking of Mormons.
Well, we were actually gonna watch that Q episode that I saw come up.
Oh, sick! You should. I watched it last night with Abby. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's hysterical.
Yeah, that's
It's
good to know.
really good.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, no, you should.
We might watch that tonight then.
Yeah, they're in true form right there. It was some choice content for sure. All right, I don't know if you have enough gear. I got a bunch of pelts and stuff.
Okay, I could probably use some of that.
Yeah, let's go kill this guy. I'm getting antsy to kill something.
Sorry, I'm just. Of course, some of these came out as coal. Fucking A.
Yeah, it's always a huge pain in the ass. And someday my fried tofu will arrive, and it will be a glorious day indeed. Mmm. Yes. Quite.
Hey, Andrew, can you see the the poll in Twitch Picks. It's called Twitch Picks. It should be, if you hover over the screen, it should be there. Also, if you can, go ahead and try out some of those new emotes from BTTV and FaZe that I put in. Those should be able to work well. What else do I need? Tunic, pants. Oh, we need a level 2 station here.
Yeah. I have 11. So I have 11 scraps, 11 deer hide, but we do need a lot of flint.
Do we need to? Do I have any flint? I have 8 flint.
All right. So we need to find a river somewhere, and there's like no rivers.
We can go back to our other station. Yeah.
Yeah, we might just have to do that. Yeah, we're gonna probably want to do that, so that way we can upgrade our stuff. And
what can I do with a flint axe again?
It's just a more powerful axe. I use it as my primary weapon most of the time.
Should I make that, or should we make the save it for the building block, or chopping whatever?
I would save it for the. Let me think actually. Yeah. Well, we're gonna pick up a ton of flint anyway, so let's just, since there's the 2 of us, let's just run over the camp. Like, it's not gonna be that hard.
Okay. Let me just finish cooking this, and then we'll go.
Yeah. No. For sure.
I did tell you, I think I started playing around with Blender and Cinema 4D, though.
Yeah. You're telling me about that.
It's been really fun. I hope to do more of that on stream as well. I think later this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing trying to get the other ones. They're gonna burn. I'm trying to. So I did a Cinema 4D one, although the guy had like assets to use, like especially like a body. This one that I'm doing in Blender is like okay, we're gonna make a donut and a cup of coffee along with it, all from scratch. You're gonna sculpt. You're gonna do this and like, so, cool. Damn. All right, let's go.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it together.
Mm-hmm.
Close the gate.
Oh yeah. Boop.
So
let's kill anything we come across.
Yeah. Well, I'm just eating.
One thing that is good, as we're talking about bad stuff, it seems like, this vaccination campaign is really a moment of American triumph, and I'm really stoked by how fast it's going.
No, honestly, we're beating everyone too right now.
Yeah, no, there's a reason why Europe's going to shit right now. It's they had I hate to sound like, but they had too much bureaucracy. They kept them from doing a proper vaccine rollout. That was like the headline from New York Times today. And because they waited till 27 different member states had their individual versions that FDA approved the vaccine.
Wait, and they were waiting for FDA. Well, I'm guessing their FDA.
Their versions. Yeah. They all which slowed it down.
Why would they do that? That's so stupid.
It's because the EU, dude. This is why the UK, hilariously, is on pace with us with vaccinations, because they left the EU.
Yeah, except now they're doing that, but now they're also looking at as well.
Oh, I'm not saying it's worth it. I'm just saying it's a funny little irony.
No, I know, but like, did you also hear what's happening in the EU? The new proposal that's going on as well. That's happening here in about 42 different states.
What's happening now?
Well, multiple. I don't think it was all Republican, but at least in the U.S., at least 42 different states have put up legislation to hamper protesting.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in the UK. Yeah.
And then I was going to say, and then they're doing that in the UK as well. Also, not too long after, they had a protest against a vigil, which was then ended because of a woman who died from a cop who was assaulting her, and like, I believe, I don't know if they raped her or not, but like was trying to.
That's dark.
No, I was
Well, it
just saying
sounds
like
like Europe for you. They like, and I'm not surprised, of course, that there's conservatives trying to get stuff passed in the United States. But the good news is we have this thing called the First Amendment, which still allows for freedom of assembly. So, but like I was reading for the
yeah, but
UK,
that's
like they're pretty, but the UK's they're basically boned about it. Like Parliament is sovereign, was what I was reading. Like they don't exactly have a Bill of Rights or anything like that. Like whenever they pass a law, it's equivalent to amending the Constitution because it's a common law system.
But to be fair,
So,
there is a practice, and like I'm very inexperienced in this. However, just with my one moment, I could only imagine, and that is when I've watched cops say that this is no longer a peaceful protest, that this is a riot after they blocked in a
oh,
whole
dude,
group of people
yeah,
after
kettling.
they start, yeah, and then started like
Oh, I
arresting
remember
only
this
black
summer
women
in
for some
Portland.
reason. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like we can always talk about our great freedom of speech and whatnot, but like in practice, like how much does that actually, you
It's
know what I mean?
still, I would still, I would still say it's better to have it codified here than in certain European countries where they can roll it back a lot quicker. That's not to say
Sure.
America's great, but I'm still going to say this is a better situation than the UK right now,
I
and
don't
I'll take it where I can
disagree.
get it.
But yeah, no, along with that,
Mm.
but no, I agree. Like waiting for the FDA when like, or their versions of it, it's like when this has been tested and peer reviewed, it's like,
It's bureaucracy for the sake of bureaucracy. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's one of the problems with very top-down governmental systems is that you end up having more bureaucracy. Like, it's the central irony of it, you know? It's like America's more distributed system just made it work better. Like, it's not fantastic, it's not perfect, but it
right,
worked. It's not to say that, like, there's no room for
different
government. I mean, government
situations.
helps, yeah, the government helped fund this whole thing, but, like, it's still notable.
No,
Oh,
I
there's a
agree.
ton of flint here. Oh man,
No,
this
I
is the
mean,
jackpot.
there's definitely, again, like I used to be, especially when I was more considered liberal, like more pro government. And I agree. Like you want to keep it to where like votes are heard, voices are heard, but things move quickly, and that's very hard to do, especially over a vast amount. Which is also why we need like crypto voting. But also, so I've been on a huge NFT kick.
Oh yeah?
I got into it like I discovered it. I got like blown away and like really interested in about it like right before like everyone started talking about it. Now everyone
Oh yeah, you
is.
were into it before it was cool.
No. It was very well established. I had just caught like one article before I started hearing it on like everywhere else. That's all. And then I started like going to super rare and stuff like that because I got really interested.
Get some
And,
actually rare pepes.
yep. Which, you know, like NFTs were already going solid for years.
Which is hilarious. Oh, there's
But
good flint here. Yeah, anyways, you're saying?
then what was also really interesting is learning about, especially with Ethereum right now, but the ecological cost. Because
I think that's a bit of a nothing burger, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm not going to deny there's an ecological cost
I've seen
here.
like the energy counts. It's pretty insane.
I mean,
like-
I'm not saying it's not bad, but I still say, how would I put it? I think to me that goes under fear, uncertainty, and doubt around people who are bearish on cryptocurrency and ultimately something that will be innovated away.
Well,
Like,
it is being innovated away right now. They are working on Ethereum too. And that is, and I don't know too much of these, and this is something that maybe you can help me with. The difference between
Yeah, no, for
proof
sure.
of work and proof of like stake, I think.
So work is working on like building out another block. Stake is saying you have X amount on the blockchain ledger, so it's a little different.
Hold on
But
real
they
quick
work in
before I
tandem.
elaborate on that. Hey man, don't worry about being late. Thanks for dropping by, as always. What were you saying, Drake?
Yeah, no. So this is the
It's
basics
actually
of it as I
Blackwood, by the way.
understand it.
That just dropped into chat.
Oh, hey, Chris. Yeah, no. So basically, proof of work is like, say you're a miner, right? You're essentially your computers, your rigs are working on these super duper annoyingly difficult math equations to
Right.
unlock quote unquote the next block.
Right.
That's proof of work. Proof of ledger or proof of stake is basically saying you have XYZ on that particular block on the ledger. So the whole miners are rewarded for creating proof of stake, and that's through
Okay.
their proof of work. So that's the basic
I
idea
see.
for the Bitcoin blockchain. I can't speak for every single blockchain, but that's basically how it works. It's also why, however, it takes forever for these things to sync. Like it takes like 30 minutes per block or something like that.
Also, Chris says, I didn't even recognize Drake's voice. Um,
Huh.
so what's the difference then of having a proof of work versus a proof of stake one? Because isn't a proof of work like you have to do that to mine the Bitcoin though?
Right. So proof of work is mining the Bitcoin, but stake is having XYZ amount of a particular crypto.
I see.
That's my understanding of it. So
Okay.
like if I owned, one Drake coin, right? Well, how do I know? Well, that's on the ledger of my Drake coin blockchain, and there are miners who build more blocks on said Drake coin, and in that ledger, it's written whatever it is. I mean, people can technically leave messages on the blockchain,
Right.
which is a theoretical use case.
Mm-hmm. No,
So,
I
anyways,
there was supposed to be, I think it was like they're trying to do something to make it more efficient in the end all. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with that.
I mean, it depends on the crypto,
Yeah.
fundamentally.
Well, NFTs
And
are primarily on Ethereum. There are others
yeah.
though that are not, and so there are supposed to be more sustainable models that are, but they're also working on Ethereum too right now, and they believe it should be done within the next year to year and a half. That should be more sustainable. But honestly, like the thing about it though is like it is the only thing that's like this is the only crypto that I care about that has made me interested in it, just because.
Carefully, don't go too far south. You're gonna end up in the Black Forest.
It reminded me of like why I wanted to like go back and do like more 3D work and stuff in Blender, because I can start making that work, put it in my own videos, up my VFX game, put it in my photography as well. But like now it's making a world for these, because 3D artists don't get really paid that well unless you're like an established in like VFX,
Yeah, no, they are the grunts.
Well, and the thing is, though, is their work is phenomenal. And, like, especially some of the stuff that I've seen on Super Rare and Rareable, like, I'm blown away by it. And the idea of trying to make it, like, one single thing, like, like a token, right? Not an NFT. And giving it that sense of, like, ownership and singularity, I find really beautiful and really interesting. And, like, far more something that interests me than just like old Bitcoin. Good old Bitcoin.
I think, Bitcoin I think is ultimately just how would I put it? It's gonna function more like a digital gold, while other cryptocurrencies, I think cryptocurrencies is a little bit of a misnomer. I think the ultimate application is the technology itself. So like NFTs being able to create rarity.
Right. So
within
that's
a commodity.
I've heard that too. Bring that up as commodification, which, technically I should not be for at all. But in case of like in our capitalist system, I want artists to get paid.
Yeah.
I want artists. You know what I mean?
People still gotta eat.
Exactly. A true Raven Blackwood asks, do you guys think that cryptocurrencies are kind of a scam, or do you subscribe to the idea of them being the future of world currency? What I was going to say, though, in regards to like NFTs real quick, is I was talking about this with somebody about like, why is this worth anything? Because then you can copy paste it and, have a more compressed image or whatever. But in the end of the day, you're just paying for the token, right? But like anything,
Token's your certificate of authenticity.
Right.
It's like it's like buying an art print. Like, how do you know it's the original or not? It looks the same on the wall.
Hold on real quick. what I was going to say though is like that. That wasn't a good shot, even though it didn't hit.
Yeah.
That was really good though.
Let's try that again. And too low.
I think that nearly hit me. Nice. But the one thing that it's hard to comprehend because our fiat money has been here for so long, but it's, the idea of like, is it a scam? Well, the fact is we're just saying that this is worth as much as we are saying it, and people will say that as if it's like some like golden accusation against crypto. Like, well, it's just someone saying this is how much this is worth or whatever. It's not real. It's like, yeah, welcome to money. Like,
yeah, I mean, a fiat currency is only as real as we believe it's real. I mean, it's based on the faith in the U.S. government.
So that's the thing.
Like,
well, then that's kind of my answer to Blackwood here. Is like, it's not a scam. It's just the same thing as like any other type of fiat money. Is like, it just needs enough cultists to believe it exists.
The technical theoretical argument is that as long as people have faith in the government and then also pay into said government, i.e. taxes,
which is the same that you do with crypto, though. You're investing in it.
Sure, that's another way of putting it. I think there's a lot of, particularly the libertarian bent, likes the idea of crypto as being deflationary. I think that's a little spurious. Not that it isn't deflationary by nature; it's only a limited number. But there a lot of monetary theory is based on the assumption that you can inflate the currency because, newsflash, there's still more people and things will grow over time. But it is useful, I think, to. I don't think Bitcoin would become a reserve currency. I doubt that, maybe, but it definitely will become a store of value. Particularly because it's independent from other governments. It's relatively secure, all things considered. You can send it to anyone, anywhere.
So that's what Blackwood says. No. I was more talking about the volatility of crypto. But in the end, that's just similar to, again, I mean, it's...
I mean, it depends.
Same thing with the dollar, though. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
the dollar's not as volatile as a
crypto.
No.
I'm not going to say it's as volatile. But like anything, though, those things are subject to change depending on how many people are investing in it. The main difference between crypto is that it's not state mandated.
Right. I'm gonna have to run downstairs real quick to pick up something. So
go do it.
Let me just hang out near the camp so I don't die.
You're good.
But no, before I get to the camp, I mean the honest reality is a lot of this volatility is divorced from any fundamental value or anything else. It's a function of people's uncertainties, doubt, based on the product itself. In theory, once you get a certain level of adoption for a crypto, then it balances itself out, much like how gold has a relatively consistent valuation.
Right. No, that makes sense.
All right, I'm going to be back in a hot minute.
Yeah. Andy, I didn't ignore you there. I heard Ethereum is more like oil online. Could you elaborate on that? I don't know. What do you mean by oil? It's definitely one of its primary uses right now is through NFTs. That's pretty. That's a weird description. I don't know. Did he explain any further? Ethereum is used a lot to. Well, I'll bring it up when he gets back. I know that kind of like one thing that we were talking. I think actually, you know what? I think I know what he might be. Your Dave's cousin might be saying. So kind of like what I was bringing up with NFTs and kind of like what Drake had brought up before of realizing what maybe we can do with crypto in the future is more of like commodifying or tokenizing things or in a way powering them like oil, right? So part of why an NFT can hold its value is because it's on the blockchain and because it's decentralized, which in turn authenticates its uniqueness, its tokenization, right? So an art piece will have a token associated with it and that that token is then mined on the blockchain, which recertifies its authenticity, right? How many times it's been sold or whatnot, to whom, by whom, so that there's only one. So that's how Ethereum's often used. It's also used in the online game ish. It's kind of like Second Life or VR chat. It's called Decentraland, where everything is bought and decentralized through Ethereum. So that's probably why he was saying things like oil. Does that make any sense? So yeah, I relate it to that, or to like looking up Decentraland, which hosts a lot of NFTs as well, and is a totally decentralized online hangout spot. Speaking of, dude, I really want even. To be fair, yeah, crypto is really silly in general and almost makes no sense. Oh, what is going on here? That can't be good. Oh, Drake. Oh, no. All the animals of the forest are coming here. This is not going to be good. Back the fuck up. Oh, fuck me. Alright, dude. Drake? You gotta come when... Okay,
I'm back. Is there something happening?
There was something happening. Thank you very much for being here.
Did I leave during a fight?
Yeah, well, the Ithikir or whatever rallied the creatures of the forest.
Well, it's because we've been destroying their habitat. That's why. Now, don't mind me as I eat some tofu.
So, I answered some of this, but they were also interested in your kind of take on this. So,
hit me.
Andy had said, heard Ethereum is more like oil online. And what I said is, what do you mean by that? His cousin brought it up, or his wife's cousin brought it up. And I said, maybe I can understand kind of the same way that we kind of brought up about using Bitcoin as a utility, like pointing towards NFTs and Decentraland as an example of that. Do you know what I'm talking about with Decentraland?
Decentraland? Tell me more.
Decentraland is a
also,
online web browser game that you can
go
onto like 2. Second Life, but it's all on the blockchain.
Yeah, Earth 2, right? Where you buy stuff on it or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
It's called Decentraland. I don't know about Earth 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Also, before you start talking about that, do we have everything we need to go to home base?
I think we should be good. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to.
But yeah, maybe you can, maybe you have a fresh view on
Yeah, sure.
that analogy than I do. And he said, yeah,
So,
NFTs, I understand. And
so
then
I
Chris
think
said, you're smarter than me then.
so. Ethereum, yeah, I mean they use the term gas, for instance. It's
Right,
a reward for providing services to one another,
right.
essentially. Um, how would I put it? I think it's a useful analogy, but it doesn't have the same kind of rarity as actual oil has. And oil actually has more in line as a commodity to say Bitcoin or anything else. So I think it's not a perfect analogy, but I can understand where it comes from. But ultimately, if something served the same purposes as Ethereum, then it could be replaced just as easily. One of the things that is remarkable about blockchain technology is that fundamentally anybody could use the technology, but it comes down to adoption. So I'm sure you've heard of like Betamax versus VHS, right?
Mm-hmm. No,
Right. So it's
that's a
a
very
path that
valid
is being.
comparison.
Yeah, and so like Ethereum was originally created on a certain level to be a better Bitcoin. Well, turns out more people just use Bitcoin, so it doesn't matter. So they ended up pivoting away from a currency and instead using it to quote unquote fuel things like say NFTs. So that's why I
Right.
think future crypto technologies are going to be more like Bitcoin's the whale and they're the little tiny fishes eating on it, or they're just an entirely different ecosystem.
Well,
And the reason
and then
being is
there's
that like go
the
for it.
other, sorry about interrupting, but I was going to say kind of like, I definitely see us using blockchain like this more as a utility in the future, with a lot of different things, and like you brought up with messaging and whatnot. But but uh, 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 but like it comes to the honestly, I could see that continuing to be the main purpose, or one of the main purposes, because honestly, yeah, more people are buying Bitcoin, but it's not like a currency that people are regularly going out and using.
Yeah,
Like
Bitcoin being used like that. So right now, transaction costs are relatively high. Um, Bitcoin's going to be more used as a store of value for some time.
yeah,
There's a theory that it'll go through the same transition as old money went, where money originally started just as a store of value, but that depending on the theorist, some people say it's used as a unit of account. But at some point, say there's the hyper Bitcoinization theory, where everything will be denominated in
God, I
Bitcoin
hate this
someday.
already.
I
Sorry.
know it's so fucking stupid, but follow me here. In such an instance where that's the case, it would probably be denominated in satoshis or some lower denomination,
Satoshis.
right?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
because
Satoshi's a measurement too.
yeah, no, once 100,000 satoshi is one Bitcoin.
I did not know that. So Satoshi is the 1 cent, basically
Well,
equivalent.
0.0000001 cent. Yeah, because
Right.
no one goes out and buys a solitary Bitcoin. They buy point whatever Bitcoin, or in other words, they buy say 100 satoshis, and so eventually it would be denominated in something called sats. Now, what's interesting about this is say you wanted to like any transaction is relatively expensive. Well, there's this thing called the lightning network which is trying to fix that. I'm not so familiar with the technology, so I can't go into it into detail, but before anybody says, oh well, Bitcoin's too expensive to transfer between places, it's not possible, blah 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 blah, newsflash, that's actually how our current monetary system works. There's this thing called the automated clearinghouse. It runs every night,
You're not
and
wrong, Chris.
basically and you buy something on the internet or you whatever, your bank takes a day or more to settle it. So it's while the blockchain only takes about half an hour. So it's relative in degrees when it comes to speed.
Yeah. No, I So Chris said, "Crypto is the dumbest thing." I'm now convinced of it. Um, no, because I've jokingly said, and I don't fully disagree with this statement, that and part of, like I said, the main reason I like Ethereum is because of this utility, because of NFTs, things like that.
Sure.
But before, the thing, what I said is like, what's more annoying about like, oh no, what did I say? The only thing more annoying than libertarians is crypto heads.
Yeah, no, they have a little bit too much in common, that's for sure.
Oh no, yeah, no, they do. It's like I was telling my friend, I was like, it was the moment that I realized I had to turn off Twitter when I realized I was retweeted by a a very obviously libertarian account that I couldn't tell if it was satire or not, and I'm like, oh no, mute.
I kind of love libertarians, though. As annoying as they can be, there's something beautiful about it. It's like they have such a faith in humanity.
Yeah, but then their cities get eaten by bears. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. We can watch that South Park episode. Drake said it's hilarious. Also, when are you, I, and Abby all gonna like?
That's a good point. Maybe let me check with what she's up to this weekend.
What'd you say, babe? I'll probably get off in not too long. But
Want to kill that boss together?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to do that.
Let's make that what are you at
Yeah.
for pelts and stuff so we can build that upgrade.
I do not think he does. Drake, you do not have a Twitch, I don't believe, right?
I think I just downloaded it. I should sub to you. I've been meaning to.
Well, follow. You can't sub until I get affiliate.
Right, that thing, that one thing.
Oh,
Okay,
we need to make the whatchamacallit.
Hell yeah, I follow you.
What is
Yeah,
your
I just
name,
did-
by the way?
Oh, it's my old name, Lord Castlereagh. Oh, this is weird. I just logged onto it and it's doubling up.
But yeah, he'll see what they're doing this weekend. Maybe we can hang out with him and Abby. Yeah, I will.
Nice setup.
Hmm. Oh wait, are you on my channel?
Yeah, for a second I was. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, you better start actually, popping in here. I could use you for the dialogue occasionally.
Yeah, I can help
How about
out.
it? Well, help out, and I'd love for you to come and just say hi.
Okay, all right.
No, the other
Catholic guilt
next
works
question,
really well on me, so I appreciate it.
What'd you say?
Catholic guilt works really well on me,
Good.
so I appreciate it.
Honestly, I can use better guilt than that. I can tell your mom.
Don't bring Sherry into this.
Drake's not supporting me.
Oh God.
And even worse than that,
Anyway.
then I can tell your sister.
Oh Jesus. Anyway, do we have enough to build that upgrade?
Well, you
how
need
much
I
do you
need
have?
the metal thing.
How much flint do you need?
No. We need the level 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean for the level 2.
Oh, I don't see it. Is it under upgrade? Is that why? Where's that?
No. So it's it's a crafting item. So it
hammer?
is. Yeah, under hammer, a tanning rack. You need 10 wood, 15 flint,
Isn't it the
20
chopping
leather
block
scraps.
that I'm talking about?
Yeah, do you not already have a chopping block yet?
Not here. That's what I've been saying.
Oh shit. Okay, I
That's
was
what we
thinking we
need.
needed. Okay, I was being a silly bear. All right,
A
cool.
silly bear. Also, Chris is like, she even scares me.
Yeah,
He's
no,
talking about
no.
yourself.
Sherry, Mama
No,
Bear,
I think
Sherry.
he's talking
like-
Morgan.
Oh well, no. Morgan's the spookiest. Like I love her, but Morgan's spooky.
Let's see here. Leather helmet. What do I have here? Do I have okay, cool. I can make my pants and my tunic. And
Ooh la la.
at least here. Let's make my tunic. Actually, what gives me okay, cool. Either or. I should be able to make both.
All right, let's go kill some stuff once you're ready to rock.
Well, shouldn't I make a well, no matter what, I do need more arrows. But
Yeah, fire arrows if you can, but flint arrows.
I can do
are
fire
great too.
arrows.
And fire arrows are super OP. I 100% recommend them.
And then let's get some more wood arrows. Okay. And I do need a new torch. Let me see. Oh, you know what? This bow's weak too.
I like that you can repair everything infinitely. It's really satisfying.
Can I repair my bow as well?
Yeah, you just
Oh
hit the
yeah,
little
yeah.
repair button.
I forgot about that. Okay. So how do I
Everything
switch
except
between
for
arrows? Do you know?
you just click it. Right click it on your inventory.
Oh, I see. I see. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go kill some bad boys.
I'm gonna put my flint back here. Some resin. Yeah, just to be a good idea. Drop off some stuff here.
Yeah, why
Bonus
not?
Food. Keep my pelts here. Other scraps. Okay. That should be good.
All right, let's kick some ass.
Let's do it.
Make sure you've eaten up plenty. I'm at
Yeah.
pretty much full health.
I just ate.
Sick. All right, let's do this. To Ikethia.
Mm-hmm. Do it in that night. No, what were we talking about? So the Bitcoin. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, libertarians of Bitcoin. Yeah, you know about
Yeah.
the libertarian town.
Oh yeah, you told me about the bear town. Yeah, it
Yeah,
fell
that-
apart. Fucking hilarious. So silly.
Well, Chris, let's we can play Among Us or Fall Guys. How about that? But also, you got me that one game. We should share that in common as well. Also, you should get on this or Valorant with me.
Yeah,
sometime.
yeah. Get on Valheim, Chris. Let's
Yeah,
have a
get on
time.
Valheim. It's a ton of fun. I wonder if you'll be able to save this server next time. Oh, I guess I just have to make it. I guess I just have to start it, but I thought anyone could join at any time.
That's what I thought too. It might just require a little bit of research.
Oh,
But hey,
you have.
here-
Go ahead.
all right. So
Chris
here's a petite
thinks he
suggestion.
has better taste in games, apparently. Sorry. Didn't realize.
Are you ready to rock?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Let me just put it in my hands. Yeah.
The deer heads.
All right.
That did the
Yeah, that
thing.
does. Here we go.
Any suggestions for this boss?
Dodges attacks. Fire
Right.
arrows equal good.
Okay, getting ready. Ooh, he looks interesting.
Woo! All right. I'll try and tank him the best I can.
Okay, I'm shooting.
And yeah, you shoot him. Okay.
Those fire arrows are pretty OP.
Yeah, I know they're fantastic.
Ooh, gotta be more
Ooh,
careful.
hello, mister.
I want him as my tattoo.
Yeah, isn't he sick?
He's pretty dope. He's very Viking. Take that
Good news
shot
is
in
you
the
can
ass.
block most of his attacks if you catch it.
Ooh, wood. Oh,
Ow. Except for that one. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I have heavier armor, so just let me hit this guy up.
got you. At least he's a big target.
Yeah, no, he takes the hits. Ooh. Almost there. There we go.
Nice. Ooh.
Sick. Alright, so he drops hard antlers,
Yep.
and he drops a trophy.
Yep.
So the trophy goes over at the altar, and the hard antlers are used to create a pickaxe.
Okay.
And once you hit the altar, with the thing, you'll get a special ability.
So it says 1 through 8 to offer item. Do I need to put it in that?
No, not over there. No, up here. That'll restart the boss fight.
Oh, well, that'd be fun.
Once you have his trophy, you're gonna come over here and put it there.
He says we should get into Labyrinth and play together sometime. It's a co-op horror game that I've been interested in. Drake can join too. We should also do we could look at Phasmophobia as well, which I have.
What's Phasmophobia?
Also a co-op horror game that I've been needing to play.
You know I'm a little bitch, right?
I'm a little bitch too, so you're all good there. I've heard you scream.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Is it this one?
Yep.
Oh, he says he thinks that they're made by the same team. So do I just drop him here? Is that what's up?
No, you just have to attach the item. Did you pick up his head?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, you just hit E.
I'm hitting E. It's just reading.
You go to no. Point your cursor at the hook.
Oh, I see.
Sick.
Fun.
Cool. Well, boom. So now you've unlocked power. You can build a pickaxe and go explore the Dark Forest. So go team.
You have granted the power to use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, and uncover the lost treasures. Okay, cool. So let's go back home.
And call it good. And you can get back to your lady and watch some South Park.
Yeah, we should do that. So let's go do our thing. Get over there. No, one thing I'm looking at in the future, not right now, just because of expenses, but like I'm finally wanting to get, and Phasmophobia is also VR compatible, but I'm looking at possibly getting a Valve Index.
Oh, wow. That would be incredible.
Because I want to do some things in VR chat as well, and just like, so everything that I've seen so far is the Valve Index is one of the best VR systems on the
yeah,
market
aren't
right
they
now.
like back ordered right now too?
No, you can get it. Oh, he's buying it. He says I'm buying Phasmophobia right now, which is bizarre because I've been looking at used ones on eBay, and there's some that are adequately priced at like 700, 600. Buy it now, or
Sure.
Decently priced. You know, they could be that or bids. But there's some people on there selling it for 2 to 12, and it's like, dude, I can just go to Steam and buy it for $1,000. Like, I don't understand what your market sense is here.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Some
think that they're
people are just
back ordered,
lazy.
unless they are back ordered. But like,
The last time I was looking a couple months ago, and they said they were back ordered, so maybe it's a relic of that.
maybe.
But I was also looking during the holiday season, so that might be part of it.
Yeah, that doesn't help. I was like checking it. It said that I could buy, but I don't know. But no, I'm definitely. Yes, we will play, Chris. Don't worry, we will. So we'll make that. Oh, antler pickaxe. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, that's what you want. It allows you to dig. Such as
Dope.
dig a moat.
All right. So let me do this. I'm gonna set that. Can't sleep at this time. All right. So what I'll do here. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Okay. I think it'll just be that one. All right. Well, it's gonna be a shorter stream tonight. I'm just closing out. So
Sounds good.
And tomorrow I'm going to be back completely to talk about, like I said, about the Cuomo stuff. A lot of what we talked about today. And then probably some Valorant and whatnot. And then I think, what is it, 3D art? No, I'm doing Valorant with some others, Uncalculated Gaming and Vapid Ant on Sunday, so please come by and watch that. That's Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm playing with some other Twitch streamers. And then tomorrow, maybe some 3D art, maybe some LOL or Valorant. Probably Valorant, though. I need to get better at LOL. But anyways, please at least go in and say hi to this person in this raid. Because I love you guys and I want to make a good impression on people. So please do that for me. Say hi and have a good night. I love you all. Bye. All right.
Boy.
Let me close out of this. So that's done. Did that. Cool. I'm quitting. And then I'm just going to make sure that worked out fine.